So far, we have placed the grid. We have also created, first we have created levels, then we have created the grid, then we have placed the foundations and columns. Now it's time to add the beam, or we can say framing, right? So if you will be going to this PDF, our foundation beam layout is available at here. So here you can see this is our foundation beam layout, right? So one beam is from here to here, another beam is from here to here, and so on. Now what is the size of this foundation beam layout? So if you open the section 1, so here you can see the size of the foundation beam is 2 feet 6 inches by 1 feet. So 2 feet 6 inches, that is depth. As you can see, 2 feet 6 inches, that is depth, because this is our section, and 1 feet is the width. So what we can do, we can go to the structure tab, and we can use the beam command. Okay, but right now, as you can see, we are going to see only the steel beam. So same as the column, we need to load the family, but this time we will go to the structural framing folder. So going to the structural framing, concrete, and concrete rectangular beam, and let me go to the edit type, duplicate, and let me use first it will be use the depth, so 2 feet 6 inches by capital X by 1 feet. So 2 feet 6 inches by 1 feet. So depth, that is h, is 2 feet 6 inches, and width is 1 feet. How you will be able to see what is the width and what is the depth? If you go to the preview, and if you go into the any one of the elevation, so here you can see if I'm selecting the B, this is my B and this is my H. Okay, so by this way you can identify it. What is the B and what is the H? So if you go into the PDF, we have two sizes. One is 2 feet 6 inches by 1 feet, and another is 2 feet 6 inch by 8 inch. So depth will be same, but width is 8 inch. Okay. So we will go to the Revit, duplicate 2 feet 6 inch by 8 inches, and 2 feet 6 inches will be remain same, but depth will be 8 inches. And click OK. And now we will start to place the beam. So one beam is at grid A from here to here. So what we can do, we can click the intersection of this to intersection of this, and make sure we will be place this at structural foundation beam. So here if you will be cut off one section, right, and so open the section. As you can see, this is my beam, but you can see this beam is not proper. So select the beam. Right now what is the level? Footing. Okay, but we will use the structural foundation beam from which level? As you can see, if I will be open the section, it is placing from the level 2. Okay, so we will use the level 2. Okay, so what we will do, we will go to the level 2 plan view. Like right now, let me remove this. We will go to the level 2 plan view, structure floor plan level 2, and we will use the beam command. Same, let's say 2 feet 6 inches by 1 feet from here to here. And before placing, as you can see, reference level is level 2. So let me use level 2. Okay, and then we will start to place the beam. And now if I will be going to the section view, let's say creating a one section, and open that section view, selecting the section, right click, go to view. As you can see, this is my beam, right? But here what is the problem? My beam is placed exactly at level 2, but we want to keep the 6-inch offset. As you can see, the beam is also 6 feet 6 inches offset. So selecting it, start level offset minus 6 inch, end level offset minus 6 inch. So my beam is now placed at this level. Okay. Now similarly, what we can do, we can go to the level 2 plan view, and let me copy this beam from here to here, 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 and here. We will modify it if it is required. Now let us, we will modify it. So if I will be going to the plan view, here you can see my beam is only from grid 1 to grid 3. So grid 1 to grid 3, so I am selecting the beam, click and drag up to grid 3. Okay. Similarly, here you can see grid 3 to grid 4 only. So grid 3 to grid 4, select the beam and stretch. Okay. Similarly, here it is full, which we have placed. Here it is up to grid 2 to 4, right? So we will go to the Revit from here 2 to 4. Similarly, at here it is also 2 to 4. At A it is full side place, B it is this side place, C it is one side, D it is full side, at D it is full side, right? As you can see, D it is full side. So D it is full side. Then E, this grid, this side we do not have the beam. And at F, okay, at F, what is that? From here to here, 2 feet 7, 3 by 8 inches. So what we can do, we can just stretch approximately. And now we will give the dimension. How to give a dimension? Going to the annotate dimension from grid to endpoint of the beam. Right now, in my case, it is 5 feet, but in your case, it may be vary. So select it and change 2 feet 7, 3 by 8 inches. So 2 space 7 space 3 by 8. You can also write like this and unjoin the element. Here you can see it is going exceed. So let me exceed, or let me close at here. Right? Okay. Now our next step is here we have 8 inches size, right? So selecting this beam, change the size 2 feet 6 inch by 8 inches. So as you can see, it is now 8 inches. How to give a dimension? Dimension from this point to this point, as you can see, it is 8 inches, right? And here it is 1 feet. Good. Now let us, we will create the vertical beam. So vertical beam, let's say from grid number 1 to grid number up to D. So selecting this beam, and what we can do, we can also make a copy. And I want to also show you one more command, that is rotate the beam. So select the beam, rotate. Let's say from this point. So this is my horizontal and vertical angle is 90 degree. Now move this beam from this point, constraint off right now, temporary, and place at here. Okay, so this is my one beam is placed from here to here up to grid number D, as you can see. Then after, here also beam is there, here is also beam is there at grid 3 and 4. So we can select the beam, click on copy from 1 to 3 and 4, right? And these two beam extend up to, this beam is extend up to grid E. So let me extend up to grid E, 0.10 vertical. Okay. Now here we also have another beam, right? So that beam is 8 inches. So what we can do, we can copy this beam. See, I am showing you very different manner by just drawing I am showing you a different manner. Copy paste. So just stretch to the downward direction and move to the beam from center to the grid intersection. And now as you can see, this is my 8 inches beam, right? This is also my 8 inches, but this beam is located at certain distance. So let me approximate copy it from here to here. Okay, now what you can do, you can select it, or you can give a dimension di from this grid to the center of the beam. Right now it is 2 feet 6 inches. In case 1 feet 6 1 by 2 inch. So select the beam first. If you directly do the double click, it will not edit the dimension. So what you can do, select the beam first. In Revit, whatever the element turn to blue, you can edit it. Now 1 space 6 space 1 by 2. Okay. So this is how you will be placed the beam. So as you can see, this beam is placed, this beam is placed, all the beams are placed, and here we also have these two beam. Okay, so let me copy this beam, approximate distance, no problem. And here we also have the vertical beam, right? So let me copy this beam. Now we can also use the trim command. So trim, so go to modify and trim extend to corner, right? So we can click on trim extend to corner, selecting the beam. So as you can see, now it is trim, but this beam is going so much far. So let me stretch to up to here. Then this is also going so much far. We can also stretch up to here, but let me show you another way. Trim extend. See, if I am using trim extend to corner and selecting this corner and this corner, as you can see, it is happening like this, which I don't want. So I can use trim extend to single element. Select the reference, that is this beam, and select the element that you want to keep. So this element. Okay. Now we can also use the trim extend to corner, this and this. So now as you can see, now it is exactly matching like this. The shape is exactly matching. Okay, let me check once again whether all the beams has been created or not. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 horizontal, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 horizontal, 1 2 3 4 5 6 vertical, 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. So all that beams now created. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 and 6, 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. Okay, so our beams are created. That we visualize the beam in our 3D view. So that we go to 3D view. As you can see, this is our structure, that what it should be look like. Okay, now next thing is we need to create a foundation.